singing his song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go tweet, 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 rockin' robin, tweet, tweet.
Here we are, where people are picking up their packets for the Kingdom Swim, which starts on this beautiful lake tomorrow, the July 27th. This is an ongoing thing organized by Phil White, Kathleen Marcel, and a group of volunteers who are here right now chowing down on some wonderful East Side food. You get a fabulous shirt, no matter what your size is. It's pretty laissez-faire. People are fabulous here. So I'm going to be doing some interviews with some swimmers. And here we have Fiona Larson, one of the participants in the race tomorrow. What are you thinking about?
Oh, I'm excited. It's the first time doing this race, so I'm looking forward to it. Looks like a beautiful weather and nice water conditions. So.
And who did you bring with you today?
Oh, this is my son, Aiden. So, yeah, he'll be out there on the beach. And I was looking forward, we were talking about eventually doing the kids swim race when he's older. So.
Yeah, it won't be too long. It won't be too long. Anyway, I'm so glad you're here from South Burlington, and come back every year if you can. Bring your friends.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Will do.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, here we have
Janelle Alexander.
Janelle Alexander from
Georgia.
Georgia, not Georgia, Vermont. Georgia, the state. She's come up here. And how are you in cold water?
I'm going to find out tomorrow.
Your distance, when I asked you, you said I'm only doing 5K, which is 3.1 miles, and that's no slouch.
Yeah, it'll be my first time, so I'm a little nervous about it.
Don't be.
I'm going to try it.
I'm only doing the mile, and you know, I figure the worst that can happen is I end up as a floating corpse. You look like you'd be a terrific, you look very strong.
No. No, so this is our first time.
Really? Who else is doing it with you?
I brought my Atlanta Tri-Sisters here from Georgia, and so this is our first. Last year we tried the 1K.
Yeah.
And so we're here.
Well, you're going to do fabulously. These are your sorority sisters?
No, they're my friends. We're in a triathlon group.
Oh, a triathlon group. I thought it was a sorority. Come on over. Come on over. What's your name? Don't be shy. There you go, the team. How many are on your team, Melody?
There are 4 of us.
It's too bad it's not a relay. You could each do 6 feet. And what's your name?
This is the one that talked us into.
Deirdre. What's your last name?
Wolf.
I'm glad you're all here from Georgia, and I'll tell you why. Vermont's a greatly open-minded state. And we love our Georgia people who didn't certify certain people not getting elected. You were the strongest state. Rock on, Georgia! And we're so appreciative of that in this part of the country.
Right.
We love you. And swim or no swim, we're just really glad you're here.
It's a beautiful state. We've enjoyed being here.
There's the 4th. Oh my goodness, what's your name?
I'm Francine Greer,
Really?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Well, Atlanta, Georgia, I've got to ask you, what do you think of these girls beside you?
They are great. They're my encouragers, my friends, my swim buddies.
And I'm glad you're here. Lake Memphremagog. I grew up on the Canadian side of Lake Memphremagog, and it's 32 miles long, but I grew up 6 miles from here, straight across the lake. And I'm so happy you're going to be in it tomorrow.
Say the name again, because
Lake Memphremagog.
Memphremagog.
Yes, when I was young and I was writing a letter to my grandmother, I said, we have a cottage on Late Man from Magog, thinking it was a dead man from Magog.
Oh, wow.
And I was schooled on that. Anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome. I love that you're here. Bye, ladies.
Bye. Thank you.
And right now I'm talking to Tim Murphy, the swimmer, 10 miles, and Steve Reel, his home team. And they're from Austin, Texas, which is the only place in Texas you really want to live. So what brings you to Newport? I mean, what do you think of us?
It's nice, just here for the swim. Heard good things about it and wanted to try it out.
How did you hear about us?
Word of mouth from other swimmers who've done it before.
And they love it?
Everyone raves about this swim.
I'm really glad to hear that. We're going to have a good day tomorrow.
Yes, I didn't know I was coming until about 2 days ago. And he's like, you want to go to Vermont? And I was like, sure.
How did you get here?
We flew.
What airline?
American.
Okay. I just thought I'd ask. I'm JetBlue, so that's good. Anyway, you're doing 10 miles. What is the longest distance you've ever swum?
Ever?
Yeah.
12 miles.
And where was that?
Finger Lakes, Seneca Lake, New York.
I just saw pictures of that swim.
Yeah, it was nice. It was a rough swim. The first half is okay. The second half is very difficult.
Why, was it uphill?
There's a crossing across the middle of the lake, and then the back had wind against us the whole time, the return 6 miles. So.
That's tough, but you did it.
Yeah, I finished.
Yeah, and for carving up tonight, I was a distance person myself at one point. How many calories do you think you have to cram into your body tonight?
I'm more about feel. When I feel like I'm full, kind of stop then. So just make sure you eat enough and the right kinds of foods too.
He's been eating all day.
Yeah, I'm glad.
I've been eating all day.
You have to, you
Every
have
hour.
to. And are you the kayaker?
No, he actually has.
My sister's kayaking for me.
Oh, that's a great way to keep a family together.
Yeah, and her husband's kayaking for another swimmer too. We're similar speeds, so they get to chat with each other while they're out there too.
And you don't talk.
No, I'm busy swimming.
Well, while you're here, I hope you have a chance to get some maple syrup
Oh, of course.
and enjoy Newport and all we offer, and come back.
Sure.
Love to have you here. Thank
Ben
you
and
so much.
Jerry's on the way here, of course.
Rock on, Ben and Jerry's. They were the greatest couple of businessmen ever, and they did wonderful things for Vermont.
Yeah.
And I know they don't own it anymore, but they put a lot of good things in the contract with the new company to keep it as is.
Yeah.
Nice.
So thanks a million, you two.
Sure.
Okay, thanks.
Good luck tomorrow.
Okay. Bye.
And here we have Roy Belcher and Zayden Belcher, who I know from the Newport Bike Path, Newport Derby Bike Path, the BB Spur, because you live on that when your folks are in town.
That's right.
It's a great little place.
It is.
And so what distance are you doing tomorrow, young man?
Well, I'm signed up for the 3 mile. I had a little issue with my kayaker, so I might drop down to the 1, but I've done, so I'm gonna do the 3 or the 1.
Well, that's all right. You just carb up for 3 and hope for the best.
Exactly.
Are you in need of another kayaker?
Possibly. We'll see. We're gonna talk with Phil, ever faithful Phil, right?
Yeah, Phil White. Have you ever done this before?
I have. I've done the 3 twice and the 6 once.
Well, that's marvelous.
Yeah.
And you haven't learned your lesson.
No, I love it.
What do you do when you're not swimming?
I work for the Department of Health here in Vermont.
You've got your hands full.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we hope for a positive outcome in the election so we can maintain our health care.
Fingers crossed.
Yes, fingers crossed. Anyway, it's so good to see you. I knew your baby when he was a baby, and now he's 2.5, 3.5.
He's, how old are you? 5.
You're not.
He's 5.
Have I known you that long?
It's true.
Well, I'm 170. Yeah, and I'm only doing the mile. So it's really great to see a family
It's
involved
great
in
to
this
see
together.
you.
See you soon, Roy.
All right, thanks,
And good
Anna.
luck with the kayaker.
Thank you.
Bye. Well, when you say that this swim doesn't bring people from everywhere, we've had people here today from Austin, Texas, Canada, and now we have from Puerto Rico, one of our favorite parts of the United States. And we also have a great big corn in my background. Thank I didn't have a heart attack. Well, gentlemen, introduce yourselves to the camera and tell me what you're going to be doing tomorrow.
Well, I'm Alcides Reyes, and I'll be a yacker.
Okay? Can't live without you.
And I'm Victor Molinaro. I'm doing the Border Buster.
Fabulous. How many miles is that by chance?
15 miles.
Really?
1-5.
I'll just let you do that. And how about you?
One stroke after the other.
Ramon, Moncho.
Moncho.
That's my name, yes. And I'm coming from Puerto Rico.
Of course.
Thank you.
At 6.2 miles. You know that's an
6.1.
Olympic distance now? At the Il a fait ça. They did that at the Seine the other day.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy. So next Olympics maybe?
Sure.
Right here.
Why not? That would be great.
This is our
so
dog.
What got you interested in distance swimming?
I swam with Masters for many years and just started swimming outdoors with some of the folks who were doing some of these races, and eventually I caught the bug, and the rest is history.
It certainly is. And how about you? Do you like being a yakker?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. We did it last year in Lake Willoughby. It was a great experience, so we're back here again.
Lake Willoughby last year was rough.
Yeah.
And you just did it and you survived.
Yeah.
Or he's my cousin. He has to do
Yeah.
it.
We survived, yeah.
Yes,
It's
no
a family
choice.
affair.
Yeah, family affair, no choice.
And how about you? How did you
It's
get
my
involved?
first experience right here in these lakes. I want it to be a good job right here tomorrow.
It's a beautiful lake.
Yes, thank you.
Did you go?
Let me check.
I grew up on-
long distance.
I know. I grew up on this lake, and you're going to have a great day tomorrow. The weather's going to be superb.
Yes.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say I won't go in it if it's really rough.
We are ready to fight.
You are. That's what I love. Anyway, gentlemen,
Thank you.
it's so wonderful seeing all of you
Good luck.
and
Thank you,
talking
buddy.
with you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Go to all.
I wanted the end interview. The end of the
Okay, go ahead.
At the end of the race.
at the end of the race.
Find him at the end of the race.
All right.
Another interview, so you'll be alive or not.
I'll see if I'm alive. A la prochaine. Thank you. Gracias, gracias, gracias. And we have two gentlemen here. I assume they're gentlemen because they met in grad school Or undergrad? Undergrad, but you live in Canada.
Yep.
And you live in California.
I do.
But you've got a place in Magog.
We do.
So you've got Canadian roots.
Yes, indeed.
That's marvelous.
Never let that go.
Anyway, let me hear your names, gentlemen, and we'll introduce you.
So I'm Scott Nolan.
Scott Nolan.
And I'm Chris Dawson.
Chris Dawson?
Yep.
Fabulous. Well, who's the kayaker?
I am the kayaker.
And tell me how you practiced to be a kayaker and how he coerced you into doing it.
Well, okay, those are longer stories. I don't know that I'm practiced at all, and I'm not sure quite what I'm doing, but I said I'd help out, so here I am.
And you're doing the 5K?
I'm doing the 5K now.
Okay, well, we're going to have a beautiful day for it tomorrow. Do you have any nervous anticipation?
No.
How do you train?
I train in the pool and I train open water as well.
You just swim up the Rideau?
No. Swim in Meech Lake in Quebec.
À Québec. C'est un bon choix?
Oui.
Oh oui. Et vous?
Yeah, kayaking, well, I don't swim. I'm not crazy like him. But kayaking, well, here on the lake, actually. You have these crappy old kayaks, but they work, and so it's good practice.
Well, I grew up with a bunch of crappy old things on this lake, and I know what I'm doing on the water.
Totally.
So it's fabulous. Anyway,
Such a great lake.
Your personalities are terrific, and I enjoyed talking to you before I turned on the camera. So tell me what you do in California.
You know what? I work in the solar industry, so solar panels and all this stuff, solar electricity and all the rest of it.
How's the government supporting you out there?
Well, you know what? Government is, unfortunately, it's all part of the process, right? Anytime you're dealing with the energy system, you're dealing with government, and thankfully the federal stuff is more helpful. Federal government is more helpful, but it's a fascinating business. It's growing like wildfire everywhere. It's a few years from now, it's going to many more houses will have solar.
Yeah, I built in the woods.
Oh.
So you know that's probably out of the league for me, but I am just so proud of what you're doing, and it's so inspirational.
Yeah, no, it's good fun. It's really cool.
Yeah, thank you for doing that. How about you? You're in Ottawa, so what are you, Prime Minister?
I'm not. I think I could do a better job than our current Prime Minister.
High five to you.
I'm in IT consulting, and I own a food company too.
Oh, which food company?
It's called Morrison & Co. I make jams, jellies, pickles, pizzata, anything seasonal from the local Ontario, Quebec area.
Oh, so you're going to give Meghan Markle a run for her money? With her stupid little...
Oh, is she? No, I'm not following.
She made 50 pots of jam and sent them to important people so that they would talk about her.
Okay.
And nobody talked about her.
I should send my stuff to Megan.
No.
Well, it's an idea. Okay. Plug it everywhere else. Why not?
Plug it here.
Yeah.
How can we get some of your products?
Well, they'll be available in the fall at local markets. And yeah, it's just a new venture. It's a passion project.
That's the only way to make a success.
Yeah.
And when you say local markets, are you talking Magog?
No, mostly
Sherbrooke?
Ottawa, actually.
Really?
To begin with, yeah.
Well,
mail order. I mean, you could do mail order.
Mail order? Okay. Just very slowly and clearly.
Okay.
How do we contact you?
Well, I can be contacted at scott@saunusnetwork.com. So SAUNUS network.com. That's my IT consulting company. And I haven't quite set up the website.
Okay, say that again slowly.
Scott at
SCOTT
at Saunus Network, SAUNUS network.com.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I hope everybody who wants to see a passionate person who loves what he's doing, who has a friend who's improving the environment nationwide, worldwide, write that down. And when it opens in the fall, maybe you'll get some of your passion products across the border.
Awesome, that'd be great.
Oh, thank you very much, gentlemen, and good luck tomorrow.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
I have Mr. Chanel here. They live in Stansted, Quebec, and you're here volunteering every single year.
Yes.
How did you get roped into this?
I used to work at IROC Community Center.
Are you on the list?
And Phil White was the CEO.
Yeah, we missed that place.
Are you going to be around tomorrow then?
It was a great community place.
I wish we could get another indoor pool here.
Oh, yes.
Pretty early.
I came from Sansa College before that, where they had the indoor pool.
Do they still have an indoor pool there?
Come see us tomorrow. Okay.
Whatever happened?
They turned it into a gymnasium.
Well,
Because the bricks were falling off the wall. It wasn't well made.
Yeah, I've heard that Stansted is a few bricks shy of a full load. Anyway, I thank you very much for all you do with Chanel, avec Monsieur Chanel, avec votre épouse Geneviève. Genève. Ok, ceci à Genève ici. Bonjour Genève.
Bonjour.
Elle travaille si fort pour Phil White et pour toute la gang. Merci madame. Hello! Here we have more swimmers and an assistant. And they are from?
New Brunswick, Canada.
And what brought you here? Tell me your names first, please.
I'm Rose.
And you are doing what, Rose? What swim?
I'm doing the quarter mile.
How do you train?
I train with my mom and I'm also on a swim team.
And what's your favorite stroke?
Freestyle.
Me too. Used to be breaststroke, but now my shoulders come out of their sockets when I do it. And you're reading?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. You know what I love most about you? I'm glad you swim, and I'm glad you train with your mom, but I'm thrilled that you're reading. Okay? And you're the mommy?
I am the mom.
And who's this person beside you?
Sophie.
Sophie? And what are you reading?
A hooky.
It's called Hooky, which is how you skip school in Canada. Have you ever skipped school? I can teach you how. Do you know that my kids went to school and they forged my signature all through high school, so I don't think they ever even went to school because they could get an absentee note from me without even writing it. But they did well.
Nice.
So anyway, my love, what are you doing tomorrow for the swim?
I'm cheering on my family.
You're cheering on your family. Well, that's more important than you know.
Yeah.
And what's your mom doing? What's your name?
My name's Jessie. I'm doing the 10-mile swim.
And
first time.
First time?
First time doing the 10 mile. Yeah, I've done a couple of 10Ks, but never 10 miles. So this will be a first one for me. So very excited. Happy to have my support crew for sure.
Well, whenever I did anything long distance, if my kids were at the finish line, I finished.
Yeah.
And I always finished with a smile on my face.
Yeah. Very excited to do it for them. I'm glad they're here to see it.
Well, you'll never forget this, kids. So you've done 10K, but where do you do them?
I've done a couple 10Ks in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and a few 5Ks.
Saltwater?
Well. No, it's in a lake. I've done a 5K saltwater, but yeah, this will be my longest race.
Don't worry about it.
Very exciting.
If you can swim half the distance, you can swim all the distance, and you've already done more than half.
Yeah, it'll be a good day.
How are you tapering?
Well, not swimming a whole lot, which feels a little awkward, but yeah, just swam a couple days this week and getting ready for tomorrow.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, exciting.
I'm excited.
Awesome.
I'll see you at the finish line.
Thank you.
And if you see my floating dead corpse in the water, bloated, it's because I went in the mile swim and I didn't make it. Thank you, girls, and keep reading.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. And I have got Lauren and Kelly.
Lauren.
Kelly and Lauren?
Yeah, Kelly. Lauren. Kelly.
Oh, sorry. You'd think I was dyslexic the way I'm naming you. But just call it that. Or change your names just to please me.
I'll respond to anything.
But you've got a long history. I know you've got a long history.
32 years.
You met in South Florida.
Yep.
And now you've got a long distance buddy because you live in New Jersey.
I do.
20 minutes from Newark.
Yep, Livingston, New Jersey.
And you're a counselor.
Yes.
And I don't know what you might do in your real life, but I would...
Behavior analyst. I work with children with autism. I'm a therapist.
I married a guy with autism.
Oh!
You work with people with autism. Well, I have a distance swimmer staying at my house who did her PhD thesis on... No, wait a minute. The patient I had before my last patient got her PhD in autism, and it's special ways to actually appreciate it, because I find I've never met an autistic person I didn't love.
Yeah, oh, that's so nice. Yeah.
They're brilliant, and there's such a large spectrum, so good for you, good for you, good for you. What are you seeing the big changes in now we're adapting society to accept their behavior rather than having them try and bend and break into our way of thinking.
For sure.
Well, I'm proud of you. And you swim too, and that's why you're here.
Yes, this is my 77th open water swim race.
Is it really? What do you do, just travel around doing it?
I mean, I work too, but yeah, it's my passion.
What's your favorite distance?
My favorite distance is probably the 1 mile. That's what I'm doing tomorrow.
That's what I'm doing tomorrow.
Sprint. Oh, you are too?
Yeah, but I'll finish in the same calendar day sometime.
Oh, no.
Anyway, I haven't swum for 15 years. Haven't even been in the water for 15 years. Well, I shower. Anyway, I'm gonna pan down and show what you're wearing, both ladies. I saw you and I said, they are not
here to compete. You are both so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
It's obvious that you care not only for your athletic ability and your friendship, but you take care of yourselves in fashion.
Oh, well, thank you. Me not so much.
Yes, you so much. I'm telling you something. You've had pedicures. Oh my God, I'm so ashamed of myself. I'm thinking of having my feet amputated to make my legs look better. Anyway, what is your time?
My time?
Your time in a mile.
It depends on the conditions of the race. So
Of course.
I typically compete in the ocean, so there's a lot of variability. But I would say in a pool, I mean, can definitely do it under 17 to 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you pass me and beat me by an hour.
But I don't know the condition, like what is going to be.
You're going to have really good conditions here. Really good. It's not going to be a windy day, and it's going to be very hot in the air and cool in the water.
Perfect. Solid.
So I think you're in for a trophy tomorrow.
Oh, I don't know about that.
But you know,
in the ocean, it might be more like 24, 25. So I don't know here. I have no idea.
Do you like salt water?
I do. I like to swim in salt water, but I've never done a race in the northeast of the United States.
Oh, well, we hope you come back. Phil and
I love it.
Kathleen
So
do a
beautiful
great
here.
job. It is. This is Newport. I don't know what you've done in Newport, and you're flying out Sunday, so you're not going to be here long. What have you seen so far?
Well, we actually just came in today. We drove from New Jersey, and we made a pit stop in Warrensburg near Lake George. We did some whitewater rafting from a little bit on the Hudson, and that was loads of fun on Thursday. And then we made our way up here. We're making a little trip of it.
Where are you staying?
Newport City Inn and Suites.
Oh, you're right in the center of the heart of the city. What is today? Saturday? No, tomorrow's Saturday. Oh,
Friday.
today's Friday?
Yes, Friday. Yeah.
Well, if you get a chance tomorrow, not too far, if you come towards the city, down from the hotel, there's a bookstore called the Nevermore Bookstore.
Okay.
It's a secondhand bookstore, but you'd love the owner. His name is Larry Bradley, and it would be a great thing to go in there and just see what we have here in the way of books, because we have a lot of people who read and a lot of people who can't afford new books. But we go there and he will just point it out. He'll take one look at you and he'll know what you like.
Oh, really?
It's like he's a book psychic man. So
amazing.
And
we'll have to go for that experience just for that. Like, okay, read me and give me my book. Awesome. Amazing.
You saw how I read you.
Yes.
It's because we live in the country. We've got nothing else to do. But no, it's an absolutely wonderful thing. And it's just down from your hotel towards the city. It's just ask around. You won't be able to see it from the road, you know.
Amazing.
So you can walk to it and enjoy it. And that's one thing that you can't leave Newport without seeing the Nevermore Bookstore.
Consider it done. That would be awesome.
Okay, and you're not swimming till 2, so you'll have time.
Yeah. I should give a shout out to the Duval Ocean Swimmers. That's my team.
Go ahead.
The Duval, hello Duval Ocean Swimmers. And Erin O'Leary, who told me about this race. She's my good friend. She's swimming the English Channel.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Today?
No, in 2027.
Really? Well, if she leaves now, she'll be able to get there.
She might. Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
She told me about this. Otherwise, I never would have known about it. So
Well, come back. We have a great town. Please come back. We'd love to have you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Kelly and Lauren. Bye.
Bye.
Well, here we have Nadine Ford from North Carolina, and we're so glad you're here, and we wish you'd move here.
It is really nice up here.
And you're going to be swimming the mile.
And everybody's so calm, and it's pretty cool. I like it up here.
The Northeast Kingdom is magic.
It is. It is. And it's just, like I said, it's, you know, I'm in North Carolina, and we're getting a lot of transplants.
From where?
New York, mostly New York, a lot from New York. And they're changing the culture from being Southern to being New York. I'm gonna try to say it nicely. And coming up here, and I was telling a friend of mine, I was like, it's so nice because people are using turn signals, and they let you in traffic. So, and then all the water, all the open water, it's just really, it's magical up here. I really
am so glad you like it. Now, how do you train in North Carolina? Because
we have lakes and rivers. So I'm in Charlotte. So we have Lake Wiley, Lake Norman, the Catawba River. So for this, I trained in the Catawba River because it has a little more of a current. Lake Norman and Lake Wiley, plus Catawba River's cleaner. So yeah, we usually train. I started late this year, but the group I work with, we'll start training around about in April. So we can, wetsuit. Then we'll ditch the wetsuits in June. And then just because by that point, the water's 84 degrees.
I'm afraid of snakes when I'm down there.
No, because since we swim in a group, the snakes kind of go about their own merry little way. Yeah, they don't bother you. If anything, you just have to worry about, we'll get algae blooms on occasions.
We do that here too.
Yeah, so that's about the only bad part about it.
Are you a doctor?
No, I'm retired from I used to be a health inspector. And so
I knew it was health. God, you have it all over you. I mean, it was something to do with health.
So, I used to do health inspections, and I retired 3 years ago from the county. So, I'm just loving life.
And as we were talking earlier, North Carolina's having a pretty tough gubernatorial race. You've got one governor candidate who wants the women to lose the vote.
Yeah, he wants to seriously take us back to 1950. And the sad part is, it's a close race. I mean, if Trump is set to win by seven points. So our concern is that if we get, which, we don't want it too restrictive, but yes, we do have a Mark Robinson, I'm gonna say his name. He's already said his first day he's gonna ban abortions across the board. There's no exceptions. So it's kind of it's a close race. So that's the scary part. It's a close race. He could actually pull it off. And
what did he say about women who get pregnant?
Oh, well, no, he's, in case of rape, he blames the woman because she couldn't keep, and this is his quote, she couldn't keep her skirt down, is his quote that's being played. He, on his commercials, he has said that once you become pregnant, it's not your body, and it's not about women's rights, it's about protecting the fetus. But again, what happens when the fetus comes out? It's like,
who's going to support that baby?
Yeah, you don't. He's a Holocaust denier.
I taught Holocaust studies.
Yeah, he doesn't believe in it. LGBTQA plus, he doesn't believe in those. He said that they are demonic. He doesn't, and this is what's funny, he doesn't want to be known, he is not an African American or Black American, he's just an American, and when he wins, that's what he's going to push, which I kind of get it, but at the same time, you, on your second breath, you say, oh, I'm a Black American, first Black governor, or whatever. So politically, we are a little bit of a storm.
Well, I hope you make it through, and I hope he doesn't win.
I hope he doesn't either, but it's a toss-up. You
get out there and you preach, girl.
Well, we do. We have our, our caucuses against him, and we're trying to encourage as many people to vote as possible, and we'll see how it goes.
We'll all see how it goes.
If you don't see me next year, you know it didn't go well.
Maybe you'll move here.
Maybe. There are houses.
We'd love to have you, Nadine, and you and all your friends.
Well, thank you.
Come on back, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
How's everyone doing tonight? We are ready to swim, kayak, and boat tomorrow. So I'm here to introduce the 2024 inductees to the Vermont Open Water Swimming Hall of Fame. And the Swimming Hall of Fame was established in 2016 to honor those from Vermont and with connections to Vermont who have excelled in marathon swimming and or ice swimming, or contributed by way of photography, event directing, kayaking, schlepping feeds, whatever it might be. And those in the Hall of Fame and all of us here tonight, I believe, have a responsibility to encourage others not only to learn to swim, but to stretch and strive and reach the open water and be a steward for swimming and look after our lake waters. So I want you to think about that when you're enjoying this beautiful lake tomorrow. There's others who can come and enjoy it too, and we are ready to welcome them. So first up tonight, we have an inductee who's not present. His name is Kent Nicholas, and he is a Triple Crown open water swimmer. He began his career as a competitive swimmer. He came to the Kingdom to swim a 10-miler, and he shifted from racing against people to with people. And that was born of his love of open water swimming. He is the director and founder of the SCAR Swim Series, and he is a big support of Phil White. The two have worked together to grow their events, and they have shared entries in the past. So I'd like you to join me in a big round of applause for Kent Nicholas. Next up is Sue Ellen Burr, who lived in Vermont for 28 years. She was in the first 2009 Kingdom Swim. After that, she graduated up to the 10K, 10 miler, the Border Buster, and she has swum in almost all of the Vermont lakes. She's not here this evening, but I'd love you to give her a big shout out. Excellent. So our next swimmer has been the top of his field in every event he has competed in. Ice swimming, he's being inducted for ice swimming. He's been a top finisher in the Lake Memphremagog Ice Swimming Winter Festival every year. He has completed the Kingdom Swim Week multiple years. He has won the 10 miler. He has won the Border Buster multiple years. And he is the second person in history to swim a double crossing of Lake Memphremagog, which is 50 miles. When you went to bed at night, he started swimming. When you had breakfast, he was still swimming one length. You went to work, or hopefully not, the next day, he was still swimming. When you finished your dinner that evening, he was still swimming. An incredible, incredible feat. I'm going to give him a little music play to bring him up here. Stephen! Lovely sticker, and I think what the nicest thing we have is a special plastic Google-eyed ring. Woo! Yes! Congratulations. You want to say a couple of words?
I've just been doing this for a long time, and it's been a lot of fun, and I just want to say thank you to everyone that's supported me over all the years, crewing, kayaking, driving, whatever, especially my my double Memphrey crew, which consisted of Mary Stella, who was one of my support people, and then my father, Steve Rao, who was one of my kayakers, Jimmy Wu, who was also one of my kayakers. He's here tonight. The three of them are here tonight. And then I had Christopher Grafe, who unfortunately couldn't come because he got COVID, and another friend, Jamie Ann Phillips / Rennick, who was, I had the privilege of crewing her Catalina too. And of course there's a million other people, all the other people that have always kayaked and supported me, like the Rivard girls came out and saw me on that day, and my parents, or my mom too, and my cousin and their kid, and I've had, dozens of kayakers over the years here and everywhere else, and it's just like, everyone's always been really wonderful and supportive, and I hope all you swimmers here, just appreciate your people tomorrow that are helping you out, because you can't do it without them. So thank you, and that's all. So well deserved. Congratulations. So the next and final swimmer that's being inducted this evening, she's incredible. And sometimes we think of swimming or open water, if we do an event, I'm not fast enough, or people are going to be waiting for me, or I need to be winning to be successful. It is not the case. This swimmer is a fast swimmer. She was open water swimming before it was fashionable. She's based out of Lake Willoughby. She swims in Lake Willoughby every day of the year that it is not iced over. And by I say not iced over, she will tromp through the ice. She will swim with her float, with her dog looking on, no one but the eagles soaring, supporting her overhead. And she does it for herself within
and the great joy that it brings. She first did the Kingdom Swim in 2009. She's done it every year since. And I think in swimming and a lot of other things in life, there are unsung heroes. Laura Malioski, and I apologize if I butchered that with my New Zealand accent. She is outstanding. Going to let Laura say a few words to you guys. Very wise woman right here.
Thank you, Charlotte. I want to say thank you to Charlotte and Phil, everybody with Kingdom Games, just for hosting these events and bringing swimmers from all over the world together. Usually swimming is a pretty solitary sport, so it's really something to be with all these other people who do the same thing I like to do, or go out there in the middle of winter for some reason. But so just thank you to all of you. Thank you to all the volunteers. My kayaker Margaret, this is her first time at Kingdom Swim kayaking. And to Jack and Sue Watson, who have volunteered at every Kingdom Swim since it started. They will be at the boat on buoy number 1A tomorrow, and Sue kayaked for me almost every Kingdom Swim until the last couple. So thank you to all the volunteers, since there wouldn't be a Kingdom Swim without volunteers. And thank you for this award. I really don't think it's a big deal. What I do is mostly out of necessity, because there's not many pools up here, and it's right there, so I might as well just go there. And I just encourage anybody who wants to try winter swimming to just give it a try. You probably won't die. I haven't yet. So anyway, have a great swim or kayak or whatever you're doing tomorrow.
Can I ask all the Vermont Open Water Swimming Hall of Famers to come up and get your googly-eyed plastic ring? We're going to get a photograph. And then we have one other announcement for everyone out there tonight. There is a champion in every one of us in every way and form. So never give up, keep believing. Anyone else? Anyone else? Elaine Howley, here's a little googly thing for you. And then I'm going to hand over the microphone to William Shipp. Thank you all.
So, I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to say, but I know that there is a presentation we're going to make. There is a swimmer here who has done the Cork Distance Week. If you're not familiar with Cork Distance Week, it's a brutal boot camp of a swim training week in Cork, Ireland. And as part of that event, they present a towel to all of the swimmers who have done the Triple Crown or have done other swims of note. And I think that Vera wants to say a few words.
Hi everyone, my name is Vera Revard, and today we are presenting someone very special to me, this towel that I well deserved. She accomplished a lot of things, and I'm really proud of her, and I couldn't think of a better person to do it with. She is now the youngest to do the Triple Crown, and I couldn't be prouder. Congratulations.
Margaret. That's your daughter?
Yeah, both of them.
Vera, say her name. Yeah, say her name. Wait, you're her mom. This is for NEK-TV.
Oh.
And there are the Rivard's mom. What are their names?
Vera and Margaret Rivard.
Of course they are. Well loved. Well respected.
Yeah, Anna, look how happy she is. Woo! Thank you guys. Great job.
Congratulations, Margaret.